In today's video, I want to give you 3 tips for how you can raise more caring kids. So tip number 1 is making sure that you're keeping your kids accountable to what you've said is most important. So here in our home, one of our principles is we love our neighbor as ourselves. And I'll never forget the day when I walked into the living room and I saw our girls fighting over a baby doll. I bet that's never happened in your home, right? Sophia Grace had the head, Julia Joy had the legs. I was expecting the thing to rip at any moment. I knew I had an opportunity to teach on my hands. So I walked in and I asked the girls, "Are you loving your neighbor as yourself?" And they looked down and said, "No, Daddy." A few days later, I walked into their bedroom and I saw something a little bit strange. I saw Sophia Grace with Julia Joy's baby doll and Julia Joy with Sophia Grace's. And I asked them, "Girls, what's going on?" And they looked up with big smiles on their faces and said, "Daddy, I'm gonna let my sister sleep with my baby doll tonight." Now, this was a small thing, but it melted a dad's heart. Why? Because there before me was one of our principles in action. You've got to make sure that you reinforce what you say is most important. The second tip is all about making sure that you're keeping yourself accountable to what you said is most important. Are you actually modeling the behavior that you say is important? Your kids are going to find those inconsistencies, so make sure that you have that consistency. Because if you do something different than what you say is important, they're going to know that what you do are the real rules, not what you say. The third tip is all about making sure you are actively teaching your kids how to give. So here in our home, we have allowances. So our kids every day do some work around the house, and at the end of the week, we divide up that money into 4 groups. The first is a tithe, so giving to the church. The second is an area of giving, so finding someone or organization where you can actually give and help someone in need. The third area is all around saving, and then the fourth area is all around spending. So you've got these 4 different areas. And so in that way, we're actually week after week after week able to reinforce how you give. So there you go, 3 tips for how you can raise more caring kids.